All right, so another really big one here. Too many non-relevant links, or again, just weak reverse sink or swim, or I could say too many links without reverse sink or swim. Too many links without RSOS, okay? Or weak reverse sink or swim. Huge problem for people. And this will get you stuck on page 2, 3, and beyond as well. And I see it all the time. Even my older sites where I didn't focus on reverse sink or swim, a lot of those sites will get stuck or stuck on page 2, 3, and beyond. And I had to kind of bring it through a process to bring some of those sites up that I wanted to test with. I'll cover that kind of in a combo of all the things above here. But this is a huge problem for people. This comes about from people who are new to OMG, who didn't know about reverse sink or swim, or it comes from people who were older OMGers who have been out maybe for a little while, they didn't know about reverse sink or swim, or maybe you have an older site where you weren't applying reverse sink or swim yet, or you get a new client who's already had SEO done to their site, and then they have no reverse sink or swim or very weak reverse sink or swim. This will cause major problems, okay? And these are all three big things I look at. Of course, I look at all these things, but when it comes down to it, like the sites that usually already have a decent amount of linking going to them, this right here, these three things are the three biggest problems that I see for established sites. And it's usually a combination of all these things, not always, but a lot of times it can be a combination of all these things, and I'm going to cover that in the next video. And I'm also going to bring you through in the next video kind of the order to take these and how to deal with especially these two right here, because these two kind of go together. Like when you're fixing this one here, you're kind of helping fix this one here as well, and I'll explain that in the next video. It's really cool. That kind of, I guess, the method I've come up with to approach these right here, because this one's pretty straightforward. You do your scanning, you get rid of your de-index links, and you're good there. You have what's left over. Then you can kind of deal with these two at the same time. And I have a pretty cool way of doing that I'm going to share with you in the combo of all the things above. All right? So just be aware. Having too many non-relevant links or too many links without reverse sink or swim in on them might be one of the biggest problems I see. It might be the biggest problem I see. Why people aren't ranking, because they lack the relevant links or the reverse sink or swim links. I think I can be bold enough to say that is the biggest reason why people get stuck and don't rank where they want, is because of number 5 right here. This probably is the biggest one. All right. I don't want you to look over these two right here though, or really any of them, because they can all be big problems as well. But I think I can say safely that this is the biggest problem. So be very aware of this. Understand reverse sink or swim. It's why I put those videos before this series right here, because you have to understand reverse sink or swim, and you have to understand that the more aggressive you are with it without being unnatural, the better it's going to work for you. All right. So just because you have mold here in this link, and then mold here down here in this link, and maybe mold a few links down, doesn't mean it's enough, and a lot of times it's not going to be. You got to be pretty aggressive. All right. But next video, I'm going to share with you some really cool stuff with how you can approach all this stuff, and especially like hit these two at the same time, how you can take care of that problem at the same time. I'll tell you my whole process for fixing sites, especially ones that have a combination of all the things above. So let's check that out in the next video.